Good afternoon, students. Myself, Munshi Rashidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering, Kollani, Nadia. Now, today I am going to present a new topic, and that topic is actually structural analysis. And today is the first class of this module, and we have discussed the different types of trusses, different types of frames, and different types of cables, etc. So let us see what are the different points that we have discussed in the today's class or today's session. Now this is the outline of this presentation. That means today we have discussed the introduction part of the truss, frames and cables, statistically determinate structure and statistically indeterminate structure, what is truss, trams associated with trusses, frames, difference between the truss and the frame member, and last of all the cables. So first of all, what is structural mechanics? So structural mechanics, that it is actually a subject, and it is a subject topic, and it is a branch of applied mechanics that deals with the behavior of solid bodies subject to the various components of the loading, and it is basically a structure related matter, and that's why we have that's why we told that that is a civil or solid body structure. So the major concept covered by the structural mechanics, including the fundamentals one, such as stresses, strains, material law, and the equations of equilibrium, and the more advanced one, so such as energy principles, elasticity, dynamics, stability, load carrying capacity, and the design concept, and the huge variety of the mechanical and structural system also be determined in this regard. Now, a good knowledge of structural mechanics is essential for an engineer because of the profession of civil. Basically, the profession of civil, mechanical, and aeronautical and aerospace engineering, whose major duty is to design structure and or the solid components. Now, the next point is structure mechanics. So, the focus on the behavior of the structures under the structural analysis is a process by which the structural engineer determines the response of structure that to be specified, either loads or action. Now, statistically determinate structure, that means the structure for which the reaction at the supports and the internal forces in the member can be found out by the conditions of static equilibriums, and is called as a statistically determinate structure. And the example of statistically determinate structure are the simple supported beams, cantilever beams, single and double overhanging beams, and three hinged arches, etc. So there are three basic conditions of the static equilibrium. So summation of horizontal forces will be 0, summation of vertical forces should be 0, and summation of moment should be 0. Now, statistically indeterminate structure, the structure for which the reaction at the support and the internal forces of the member cannot be found out by the conditions of static equilibrium, and is called statistically indeterminate structure. The example of indeterminate structures are fixed beams, continuous beams, fixed arches, two hinged arches, and multi-story frames. multi-storied frames, etc. If the equations of static equilibrium are not sufficient to determine all the known reaction, so the vertical, horizontal, and the moment reaction acting on the structure, and it is called externally indeterminate structure or externally redundant structure. If the equation of the static equilibrium are not sufficient to determine all the internal forces and the moment in the member of the structure, even though all the external forces acting on the structures are known, is called internally indeterminate structure or internally redundant structure. Now, this is the difference between the statistically determinate and statistically indeterminate structure. Now, left hand side is determinate structure and right hand side indeterminate structure. Now, first one, equilibrium conditions are fully adequate to analyze the structure, and in right hand side the conditions of equilibrium are not adequate to equally analyze the structure. Now, in left hand side, the bending moment or shear force at any section is independent of the material property of the structure, and right hand side, bending moment or shear force at any section depends upon the material property. Now, third point is the bending moment or shear force at any section is independent of the cross section or moment of inertia. The bending moment or shear force at any section depends upon the cross section or moment of inertia. Now, in determinate structure, the temperature variations do not cause stresses, and in right hand side, temperature variations cause stresses. No stresses are caused due to lack of feed, but in right hand side, no stresses are caused due to lack of feed. Now, left hand side, the extra conditions like comparability of displacement are not required to analyze the structure. Extra conditions like comparability of displacements are required to analyze the structure along with the equilibrium conditions, equilibrium equations. Now, the analysis of trusses, cables and frames are based on the static equilibrium of the structure, so the equations of the equilibrium are extensively used. There are certain differences as far as the definitions are concerned, but the analyzed portions are not be simplified by the any type of external force which is to be applied on the structure. Now, what is truss? A truss is a structure which contains only two force member. A two force member is the one where force is applied at only 2 points. The members of a truss are pinned to each other. The members are generally straight and their ends are connected to joints. These joints are referred to as joints, and in general 5 triangular units are constructed and their ends are pinned at nodes. And now the forces are considered to act only on the nodes, so no torque act on any member, and the force can be either in tensile or compressive. Now, all the members are frictionless pin jointed. The truss is loaded only at the joints. The weight of the member is negligible in comparison with the other external forces or loads acting on the truss. And if you can see, the Howrah Bridge is a cantilever truss. That means in cantilever arm is also a first one is cantilever arm, which has a anchor base, and the in opposite side the arm 2, that means the cantilever is 2, and the suspended arm will be at 172 millimeter distance, 172 distance can be considered here. Now the trusses, frames and cables related term. Top cords. The top beams is a truss generally are in compression. Bottom cords. The bottom beams in a truss generally are in tension. Web. The interior beams, the areas inside the webs are called panels. Panel truss, all members are in a panel. Space truss, the members form a 3D structure. Cantilever truss, it is fixed on one side and free on the other. Howrah bridge contains 2 cantilever arms. Perfect truss, let be the number of members, be the number of joints and the number of total reactions. Then a truss is perfect when n is equal to 2j minus 3. That means n is equal to number of members and j is equal to number of joints. Redundant truss. A redundant truss is an imperfect which the number of members are more than 2j minus 3. Frames. A frame is a structure made of the members pinned, that means hinged together. The members may be straight or bent into a shape. The difference between a frame and a truss is that there exists at least one multi-force member in a frame, and rest of the analysis is similar because the frame is a static equilibrium. Now the difference between truss and frame member. Truss or frame both are constructed by some triangular members and connected at joints. In truss, joints are of pin joint type and the members are free to rotate about the pin. So the truss cannot transfer moments. Members are subjected to only axial forces, tensile and compression. On the other hand, members of frames are jointed rigidly at joints by means of welding and bolting. So the joints of frames could transfer moments also in addition to the axial loads. And this is the figure of different types of trusses, frames, and if you understood the different types of truss and frames, how it can be constructed in a single manner with their specific dimensions, with appropriate portions. And this is the example of the bridge. The cables are mainly used to support suspension group, bridge and the cable car system. So they are also used to electrical transmission line and for structure supporting radio antennas. And in the following section, cable subjected to concentrated load and cable subjected to uniform loads are considered here. So this is the another figure for deformable structure, cable in tension, and also cable subjected to concentrated load, and that load distribution can seen here. So this is the actual discussing point for today's class. So in this class mainly we have discussed the different types of frame structure and cables, and deterministic structure and indeterminate structure, different frame classifications and different classifications of the different load distributions of either in structure and a frame. So difference between frame and structure, everything can be discussed in today's class. So thank you. Next class we can discuss with a new topic. Thank you.